I do.
Yeah, right.
But they, and vice versa. And I remember looking at Jimmy Stewart, and Jimmy Stewart going, well, who the hell are you? He didn't know who I was.
Right.
That was in the biggest film of the year, Jimmy. Get over yourself. But, I could be, so that really was an education, just like the Elvis thing was. I remember having, the real moment was getting very tearful about it, and I like Goodbye Elvis, but realizing this is like the biggest star in the world at this moment, Elvis Presley, and he's dead. I'm going to die. It was very much the message of it.
But when kids, young actors come to you, you're in a circumstance where you're surrounded by guys who are, just starting out the way you had at one point. What do they say to you? What do you say to them?
You keep your job, Dave. You don't want to go where I'm going, but they say how to. Well, there's two kinds of people. There are people that say there are people that say, hey, I want your job. What do I have to do? Pretty much like that. Yeah. And then there are people that say, how can I? Because they struggle with the idea of like that it's luck or that you've got to make the right choice or something like that. You've got to have some sort of magical.
Yeah, but what I'm getting at, and I'm no film historian, but before you started appearing in films, I don't know who it was, but after you started appearing in films, then everything that came after that was you in terms of film comedy. It was all influenced by you. Any kind of male lead in a comedy was influenced and continues to be influenced by what you were doing. So with that in mind, these people are worshiping at your feet, for God's sake.
Well, there's a lot of people now, like say there's guys that are very successful. I don't know. If you live long enough, that'll happen, If you stay along and you don't embarrass yourself too much, people will take you sort of seriously,
Yeah.
But, there are people now that are doing big things and lots of movies.
But guys come up to you and say, oh my God, you meant so much to me when I was first starting out as an actor. You were this, you were in Caddyshack, you were in Ghostbusters. It means so much to me, it changed my life.
Well, I lost it too somehow, didn't I? But that feels really good. It feels really good when they say that.
Well, now, what do you mean you lost it? What does that even mean?
I'm kidding around. Excuse me. I was kidding around. I beg your pardon. I was just kidding around. I got
a cash check here. Can somebody, if I could just, could you cash?
So it feels great. It feels great when people say
right. But when you go to a movie, you can see yourself. I could name you if I could remember their names. I could name you a half a dozen guys who are huge stars now, who you can see evidence of what you did.
It happens. That's the thing that happens. It's happened to me. When I first started, I sounded like my brother Brian, who was ahead of me at Second City. I mean, I used to have to do scenes that he'd done, and I sounded just like my brother. And people were like, well, yeah, I guess he could do what his brother does.
Right.
So you have to sort of get that, and that's a moment that happens. I remember seeing Paul Newman when he first started. You see his old movies, he sounded like Brando, in some of his movies. And you're like, golly, and there was a moment there where all actors sounded like Brando.
All right, why don't you introduce the movie we're going to see tonight?
This is a movie called Get Low.
No, I'm screwing with you. No, it's like
we're on AMC.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't know, you get me going here. I had a lunch.
Don't worry about it, sure. You had a big lunch, is that what you said?
I should have been in the pool.
We'll be right back with Bill Murphy.
Closed captioning brought to you by the friendly wireless experts at Cellcom, your Rogers authorized dealer, conveniently located in Seven Oaks Shopping Center. Introducing Samsung Wave, a force of nature.
More men and women suffer from hair loss than you can imagine. Until now. BioThera's advanced laser program stops hair loss for those who have tried everything and weren't successful.
Hair was thinning. I started to notice a lot of loss in the hairline area.
Laser therapy increases the blood supply to the scalp and follicles by 54% in just one treatment.
My co-workers have noticed a tremendous difference.
You'll experience thicker and fuller hair as it repairs damage, increases volume, and encourages regrowth.
BioThera worked for me.
Laser therapy works by delivering low-level light energy to the scalp, which increases circulation and oxygenation of the blood. The results?
My hair is grown back and my hair is full again.
It worked for me, and I'm certain that it'll work for you.
Get to the root of your hair loss problem with BioThera. Call to book a consultation or to request a free information package. BioThera.
Mama said, I love you more than ever now.
What do you have that's different? Butter Rickard's White. It's got a refreshing hint of citrus. It's like one of those planetarium laser light shows. In your mouth.
What's our favorite part of Honey Bunches of Oats?
The crispy flakes.
Those yummy old bunches!
The magic's in the mix. My favorite part, eating it.
Honey Bunches of Oats. Taste the joy we put in every spoonful.
Jackpot is $36 million. Lotto Max, live your dreams to the max.
Steve, how did you get them?
Rogers Unlimited Family Plan.
What?
Well, now we all get unlimited messaging, unlimited talk, evenings and weekends, and Canada-wide calling. And each line you add is $25 a month. And they both got BlackBerry smartphones.
So they each got a free BlackBerry?
Well, technically, yes. Hey, kids, you missed a spot.
The Unlimited Family Plan, the most affordable way to keep your family connected.
Can I ask you to hold out that ring and ask me to marry you?
Will you marry me?
Oh my God, that's it. That's the ring.
Next Friends.
Tomorrow at 6:30 on Omni.
Join us tomorrow as Dave welcomes Regis Philbin and Trombone Shorty and Orleans Avenue. Visit CBS.com to check out Sheryl Crow live on Letterman. Cheryl's exclusive online concert from the Ed Sullivan Theater is available on demand. We'll be right back. Closed captioning is brought to you in part by Chatter Wireless. Available everywhere. No worries. Talk happy.
Is that Peter? It's looking more and more like his dad. It's his eyes.
For photo finishing, or whatever's on your list, London Drugs is all you need to know.
I love Dr. Pepper. The taste of these 23 flavors can never be equaled, like me.
What, man? Nice fit.
There's nothing like a pepper. Trust me, I've sent people to the doctor.
Closed captioning of this program is brought to you in part by Pub Quality Wing Street Wings, delivered by Pizza Hut.
It's a different type of celebration at her 10th anniversary event at Open Road Auto Group. Get special pricing on all the extras at her 10th anniversary event at Open Road Auto Group.
The open road difference. That is best way. That's the best way. Have my love. To ride.
This movie, Get Low. We saw the movie last night, and what a tremendous film. What a lovely piece of work, just as visually as art. It's fantastic. And then you have some unbelievable performances. Yourself, Sissy Spacek, Robert Duvall. Now, have you worked with Robert Duvall before?
No. first time.
Now, here's a guy that I would never want to work with. I would just think, okay, I'm too scared. Robert Duvall can have his part and my part.
That's right. I felt the same way.
Yeah.
I felt the same way.
What kind of guy, what kind of relationship did you two establish?
Well, I'll speak to sort of what you were speaking about. It's like the first day, the tension around the set. I mean, this guy is a time bomb. You know, he really is. He's a time bomb. And it's just, the ticking is audible, you know. And
like working here.
Yeah, it's like working with you.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm in this. I just remember being in this set with him the first day, and this guy's a very serious, you know, we don't want to call him a method actor, but you know, he's one of those guys, and he's great, and people are just like 12 feet away from him, just like this. And I don't work that way. I try to be very loose and relaxed all the time, and so I just started, you know, every take, every in between, I just was messing with him. Just messing with him.
Good idea.
Well, I figured he's going to hit me anyway. I may as well get it over with. I just figured this guy's just going to haul up and hit me with a stick. I'm not going to wait. So like, I don't have till tomorrow. So I just went after him the whole time, and he just kept looking at me like, you know, and all the things happening and everything. And he would go in the other room, and he has this adorable wife who's like she's an angel. And it turned out his wife thought I was funny. So that was it. I was done. And I kept thinking, just come back in with like a big piece of metal and take it right over my head. But then she walked in the room and then she prayed. She said, he's good, he's funny, just go along with it. You know? So, and that was sort of what happened, I guess.
Well,
but he's unbelievable. He just, you know, he blows me away. He's so much better.
Because you're watching it, and it's one of those things where you're in the movie, and then you forget this is a movie, and you think, oh my God, he's really created that illusion with his acting.
There was a moment in the movie where I had to be in the scene when there are four of us in the scene, and he's got to open the door and walk out. And he did this thing. The whole scene in the movie is maybe 3.5, 4 seconds. He did it, and he did so many things in 3.5 seconds. I almost didn't follow him out the door. I was like, I don't want anyone to see me in the same movie as that guy right there. He's that good. He really is something else.
It's going to open in Los Angeles and New York City, and if you get a chance, you should go see it. It's, well, tell people, let's look at the clip and then we'll talk more about it. What are we going to see here, Bill?
This is a scene, I'm playing with an actor, real nice guy, good actor named Lucas Black. I play an undertaker in the movie, and Robert is a fella who, well, we won't see Robert in the scene, I guess, but we're in a small town. It's the poverty, depression era. We're in Georgia, and we're just up against it. We don't have any money.
Here we go. Get low.
You read the paper today? People are dying in bunches everywhere but here. What are the odds of a funeral home going broke? You have a business that everybody on earth needs. You can't make that work. It's got to be you, right? And yet, I don't know. What do you... Well, I guess one thing about Chicago, people know how to die. They drown, get run over, shot, whatever it takes.
Well, we get it done around here. It's just we're not in a hurry about it.
So Get Low. Yeah, it's like I said, visually it's tremendous to look at, and then the thing sneaks up on you, and then it's got you, and it's a tremendous piece of work.
Yeah, a guy named Aaron Schneider directed it. It's his first feature film. He won an Oscar for a short film a few years ago. It's an amazing, beautiful movie. It's one of the best looking movies I've ever seen.
All right, why don't you go get back in the dumpster? Bill Murray, ladies and gentlemen.